Walls in Revit don't have to just be straight lines. They can be arcs and polygons and a variety of other shapes. To achieve these different shapes, underneath the Architecture tab, select on the Wall tool, then pick Wall Architectural off of the list. You'll see that there's a Draw panel now up on the ribbon, and on the Draw panel, there's a variety of different shapes that we can choose from. The first one is the Straight Line tool, or just called Line. And that's the one that we may be used to, which is select a point, move over to the right, and pick again, and that'll give us a straight line. If we want a straight line that's a specific length, you click once, move over in the right direction, and then type in the dimension that you'd like the wall to be. In this case, if I wanted a wall that was 70 feet long, I just type in 70, enter on the keyboard, and now we have a wall that's 70 feet long. Hit escape a couple of times to get out of the command. Once again, execute the Wall Architectural command, and this time pick Rectangle off of the list. The rectangle allows us to draw 4 walls at once. So you pick your first spot, pick your second spot, hit the escape key once, and you'll be able to highlight each of these walls independently. We drew all 4 walls at the same time, but they're independent of each other. So if we wanted to erase or change one of the walls, we could. There are 2 different polygon commands. We'll select Circumscribe Polygon. Pick the number of sides that we want, perhaps 8. Click in your drawing area, and then the radius of this circle, I'll just type in 20. And now we have the polygon going around that circular shape of the radius that we specified. We can do the same thing with the circle command. Pick the midpoint, draw it out, click again, there's a circle. We can do a couple of different types of arcs. Pick 2 points and then specify the radius. There's a tool here called the Pick Lines tool, which means if there's already lines drawn, you can pick those lines and have a wall automatically generate itself based on those lines. Let's try that really fast. Underneath the Architecture tab, click Model Line. Draw a line on your screen, or it could be 2 or 3 lines on your screen, and then hit escape a couple of times to get out of the command. Once again, come into the Wall tool, Wall Architectural, use the Pick Lines tool, pick each of those lines, and you'll see your walls will automatically take on the shape of whichever lines they are that you picked. This works really well if someone has used an outside CAD program, particularly a CAD program that does all their drawings in 2D, and you want to trace over it really quickly. You can use the Pick Lines tool to do that. I'm going to execute the Wall Architectural tool one more time. And in particular, I want to show this one, which is the Fillet Arc tool. If you select on Fillet Arc, click Radius here on the options bar, type in 8 for 8 feet, then pick one wall, then the other wall. We can see it's done a radius right there, and it's cleaned the walls up in that location. Hit escape a couple times on your keyboard to get out of the command. And so you have the full effect of exactly what it is that you've been drawing. At the top of your screen, click on the default 3D view house. And you'll see these walls and their different shapes. So if you want to be able to draw your walls with different shapes, or draw multiple walls to make up a shape, execute the Wall tool, pick the appropriate wall tool off of the list, and then underneath the Draw panel, pick either arc or rectangle, circle, polygons, or of course lines, in order to be able to draw that kind of shape that you want to be able to draw with your wall.